you can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by a fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
Alright, I didn't plan to make this video, but I decided to share it anyhow. You know, the realities of life I always like to share. Now what had happened was, if you check my Facebook, I had live streamed a part where my wife was actually going into the forest, going here, and she was, I went with her to pick up mushrooms. I didn't pick up. She likes to pick up mushrooms because they are expensive in this part of Thailand. And for her, wild mushrooms is a delicacy. It costs something like 50, say roughly around $12 for a kilo or something, or it can go up to $20 a kilo. So it's a delicacy, and it's not available easily. So my wife, there are many people who search in the forest. So I told my wife, okay, I know you like mushrooms. I think there are some mushrooms here. So she was overjoyed, and she came. We checked, we couldn't find. We spent half an hour. And then I told her, okay, we'll go back because I have work to do. She said, okay. But then suddenly she said, can you stop here? I want to check for mushrooms. I said, okay. If you check my Facebook video, actually, after dropping my wife, there are a lot of people. I got bitten by, I think, wasps or honeybees or something, and Go, Jisha, go, Jisha. Ow, fuck, ow, there are red ants. Come, Jisha. Oh, fuck, I got stung. Ow. I got stung by a bee or something. Fucking hell, something bit me. Ow. I think I got stung by a bee. Fuck, ouch. There's honeybee, huh? I got stung by a bee. Fuck. Ouch. I don't know what the fuck I got stung by. Ouch. That was painful. Ow. I'm still getting pain. Fuck. Ouch. I don't know what the fuck I got stung by. Not going there again. I ran away from that area. I couldn't stay because, I was not wearing proper clothes. So I went away, and I had the baby. So I told my wife, okay, you come back. And mind you, I told my wife that, I have work to do. She said, okay. So I went back home, and I was waiting for my wife. Now, wake up. After nearly, I think, see, just keep this in mind. I told my wife, I have work to do. Come back fast. Now, I have a small baby. And I can't do anything unless she comes back and takes care of the baby. So I was sitting and waiting. 15 minutes went by. Half an hour went by. 45 minutes went by. 1 hour went by. 1 hour, 15 minutes. 1 hour, 1.5 hour. 1 hour, 45 minutes. 2 hours. Then it went to 3 hours. And finally it went to 4 hours. So for 4 hours, I'm sitting and waiting. And, I keep checking. Is my wife dead? Did a snake bite her? Did someone kidnap her? And I go outside the balcony, and I can see my wife still checking for mushrooms. Now, I keep quiet. She sees me, and overjoyed. She's like, yay, see, I got some mushrooms and all that. Overall, in the end, I think she got 2 or 3 kilos of mushrooms. Okay, and she was very happy about it, very happy. Now for me, I was supposed to do work. Because mine is creative work. I was in the zone. I was ready to start my day, Out of courtesy, I said, okay, my wife will be happy if she picks up some mushrooms for 15-20 minutes. So I took her. But instead, it went up to 4 hours. And the baby was crying, and I had to babysit the baby. I didn't do any work. And, in between, there were some deliveries and all that. And the baby was crying. I was carrying the baby. So finally, she came home. Okay. Now, the thing is, why am I sharing this with you? One of the most difficult and challenging things in a marriage, which is compromise, I think you soon realize that the challenge is not just adjusting and compromising. The challenge is being patient. Something when you're a bachelor, or when you have a girlfriend, or when you're single, when you're not married, you don't think about. But after marriage, this thing of compromise and this thing of patience, tolerance, oh my goodness, it's put to the test. And when you have a baby, it's in overdrive. I'll tell you, there are so many times where I just want to fucking snap, just want to shout, I just want to scream, Like, for example, I'm sitting and doing a video shooting and my baby is like, wah, wah, wah. I get so angry. I literally just want to push the chair, get out, scream and shout and slam the door, Oh, fuck. Sometimes I just want to do that, yes. I just want to go and, you get these thoughts in your head which you think that, okay, I'll give the baby a slap or I'll wrap it and then like, okay, just do something, So I'll sit and put the Sony headphones and listen to music, or I'll just try to do something else. Fuck, man, it's like it drives you fucking nuts. It drives you so fucking crazy, man. I'll tell you, it's simple things that drive you mad. Simple things. For example, I have a habit of keeping my toothpaste properly, a habit of keeping the shaving cream in place, my toothbrush, and when I use the shaving cream and toothbrush, I use it from down all the way up. I keep it like this probably. I come the next day or even sometimes after a few hours, the toothpaste are all over, the shaving cream is all over, my toothbrush is sometimes down in a bucket, and my baby has made a whole mess of everything, and my wife has squeezed the toothpaste from the top, and you're like, oh man, what the fuck is this? Yeah. So and then sometimes, like, I tell my wife, okay, I want food to be made in a particular way. And then when she gives it, she has tried. Suddenly, she felt proactive to try something new. And she gave me a dish which tastes nothing like what I wanted. And as it is, you're hungry, and then she gives you something you don't like. And then there are times when, let's say, like, I give this example. I had a plan, half an hour, and then I can do my work. She took 4 hours. And the reason I kept quiet is because I know it makes her happy. Oh shit, I'm like, oh man. And sometimes when you get so angry and you want to shout and scream at a kid, and then you stand there and you're fuming, and then I see my wife talking to the kid. Listen, in Thai, she talks in Thai, and she explains to the kid, and the reason the kid is crying and making a big ruckus is because the kid is sleepy, and my baby still drinks mother's milk, and then she goes off to sleep, and then she's peaceful, no noise. So I've just realized it's like, oh man, just have to be so fucking patient. My wife is more patient than I am. I don't have fucking patience, man. But over the period of time, you learn to get patient, Oh man, sometimes it drives you so mad. It's like you're making a video recording and suddenly the baby shouting, my wife is shouting, and there's a plate that falls on. It's like a critical moment in the video. And I'm like, and you know that. And you, you lose your chain of thought. You're like, the fuck, man. And then, you just want to scream and shout and fuck. And, you lose your chain of thought. Fuck, it drives you mad. Yeah. It really drives you fucking mad. It's like sometimes you tell your wife, make sure you took the shopping bag when we go shopping. And when you go land there, she has forgotten the shopping bag. Or you tell your wife, okay, did you take the wallet? She says yes. And when you reach there, she has forgotten to take the wallet. And that also after driving 5 to 10 kilometers. So, I'm not trying to say that I am the most understanding guy in my wife. My wife is more patient than I am. I'm pretty sure if she had a YouTube channel, she would have told you all the horrible things about me. And I'm a very demanding husband, okay? I have a lot of requirements, don't do this, don't do that, or whatever. So, but I just want to tell you through this video is, if you're planning to get married now, just forget the love, romance, hugging, kissing, I can't live without you, I'll make love to you, and this and that and all that bullshit. Just forget all that. I've told you before, okay, money is the most important thing. But apart from money, I mean, the compromise, you can't do what you want. Even sex, you cannot have sex whenever you like. You have to wait until the baby sleeps and then she has to be in a mood, you have to be in a mood, and everything has to fall in place. And, sometimes you're just having sex and suddenly the baby starts crying and you're like, oh shit, we have to stop. You can't continue sex. And you have to have sex in a separate room. And sometimes you are in a mood and she's in a mood and the baby is not sleeping. And sometimes you're in a mood and the wife is not in a mood. And wife is in a mood and you're not in a mood. Yeah, it's so fucking crazy, man. And sometimes, like, I'll tell you another stupid example. I was in a mood to eat outside and I told my wife, let's go out and eat. I said, okay. I took the wife, took the baby, drove almost 10 kilometers to a nice joint. And then there were 2 joints. And I asked her, do you want to eat this or do you want to eat this? And I was really in a mood and she goes like, no, I don't like this. So I said, okay, we try this. No, I don't like this also. I don't want to eat this. I was like, okay, choose one. No, I don't like this. I want to eat that other. I want to eat my village food. I bought her all the way to try something new and she was making a big fuss and I don't know what got her. I was so pissed. I walked all the way. I had to carry the baby. And she was pointing at this thing. I said nothing. Went to where she wanted to eat food and ate food there. I didn't enjoy it one bit. She ate the food and we came back home. And then later on she asked me, why are you angry? I told her, I took you to have a great experience. She's saying, no, but you should eat what you like. I took you out for a family experience. So next day, I took her out. I was, for me, it was my day out. And I wanted to eat out. So next day, I said, we'll go out. She said, where? I said, I'm not telling you. You want to come, you come. Don't want to come, sit at home. So she came. I took her exactly to the same joint where she said she doesn't want to eat because she doesn't like. There's a Japanese food. And lo and behold, after I ordered the food, she told me, can I also order? I said, up to you. So she ordered. The baby started to eat. And guess what? My wife really enjoyed the food. She loved it. In fact, she ate more than me because obviously my stomach is small. So she ate more than me. She ordered. And the baby enjoyed. Baby enjoyed like crazy. And, one of my clients from UAE, he's a nice guy. He said, Loy, when are you free? I told him, family day out. He said, I'll pay the tab. No problem. Just enjoy. Because he was very courteous. He paid. So take them out for lunch and dinner. I'll pay for both. So we had a good time. And later on, I asked my wife, yesterday when I told you, you said you didn't like this. She said, oh, sorry. I didn't know. It's so nice. And it's very nice. I enjoyed it so much. So this is the thing. Ah, man, sometimes it drives you mad. It's like sometimes I tell my wife, is this good, not good? She says, no, this is very good. I tell her, don't do it, don't trust. But she still wants to do what she wants to do, and then eventually she ends up losing money. And it's like having a child, and you tell them not to do and they do it. So the bottom line, what I'm trying to tell you is, marriage, it will challenge you in more ways than you can imagine. It's, yes, the biggest thing is money, because money is a strong part of the equation. But apart from that, fuck your day-to-day, the compromises, you keep your things properly, you go out, you come back, wife has kept it in the way she wants, you can't find a single thing. Sometimes you go, keep everything, like I buy things that I like in the fridge. My wife, she buys what she likes in the fridge. My kid, we buy what my kid likes in the fridge. But when I come, all of a sudden, the thing I like, either my wife has eaten or the baby has eaten. I cannot eat what my wife eats. I cannot eat what the baby eats. Because I have a very specific thing, So you're like, oh man, come on, I told you. I know this might sound really silly, but trust me, this is marriage life. So compromises, high degree of tolerance, and biggest of all, the most important thing, patience. You have to breathe deeply. Relax, breathe. And I'll tell you that, I think that is the biggest secret to success for any marriage. Anyway, I thought I would give you my thoughts on this. Let me know, what do you think? Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I missed out any point? For me, I'm still learning, man. Still fucking learning about marriage and its intricacies. I'm sure you must be having much more. So let me know, what do you think? I really felt I had to share this video with you guys. Guys, take care. This is me signing off.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying, or by magic, through others, or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.